Welcome to Creepshow.
Greetings, kiddies, and welcome to the first issue of Creepshow, the magazine that dares to answer the question, who goes there? I'm the Creep, and I'll be your guide on this journey into fear. Our first stop, the parlor of the Grantham house. You'll like the Granthams, kiddies. They're the kind of people who'd steal candy from a baby, then lace it with arsenic and feed it to the dog. But read on. You'll get to meet them soon enough.
Do you think she'll really be out on Sylvia? Oh, you could set your watch by her. 4 o'clock on the dot. Pass those scones, Cass. You're such a hog. You married a hog, Henry. You know that, don't you? Will who be out, Cass? You mean Cass hasn't told you about dotty old great-aunt Bedelia, the patriarch of the clan? Isn't she the one who was supposed to have killed her father? Yes. Supposed to have bought the old poop with an ashtray. He was the real patriarch. Richard made all the money, didn't he? And if that doesn't qualify him for patriarch status, nothing does. Nathan Grantham, Bedelia's father, was older than God, but the old fart simply would not die. Bedelia was acquitted, you know, Henry. It's Hank, Aunt Sylvia. Can't you remember that? Of course, every family should have at least one skeleton in its closet. Don't you agree, Henry? However it happened, Hank, the old man, deserved to die. He was a monster, and if she did kill him, I say more power to her. Bravo!
Say, kiddies, isn't that fabled Aunt Bedelia herself pulling up as her grateful family discusses her? Not driving any too straight either. But then...
He simply would not die, Henry. And the abuse Bedelia took, well, according to the story, he was hysterically jealous of her all his life.
Maybe you can see why.
The complete Freudian relationship. He had a stroke and she got to nurse him full time. Then she met a man. A real September courtship.
September courtship? That was October or November at the very least. Maybe the night before Christmas.
Never mind, dears. The point is, Henry, she loved the man, and Nathan had him killed. He supposedly died in a hunting accident. That's what's on the books, anyway. For Bedelia, it was the last straw. She split his head open with a glass ashtray. This very one. So rumor has it. You see, Henry, Richard and Cass have a great talent for spending the money Nathan made, and Nathan would not indulge either of them. But Aunt Bedelia solved that problem, and every Father's Day, she comes up here, visits Nathan's grave, then dines with her grateful kinfolk. While you're at it, Aunt Sylvia, why not tell Hank about your summer house in Bermuda, your place in Rome, or your lifetime Eurail pass? Or, Cassandra, darling, how can such a beautiful woman be such an utter turd?
Temper, folks. You're arguing almost loud enough to wake the dead. Or maybe we should strike the almost.
Why Father's Day? Because she feels guilty. Oh, Aunt Sylvia. But it's true. For more than 30 years, she devoted herself to him. You might say she even worshipped his foul presence. And then on Father's Day, just 7 years ago, and every Father's Day since. 4 o'clock sharp, there she is.
That's right, kiddies. Bedelia's come home to pay her annual respects.
You could set your watch by her, Henry.
Every year on Father's Day, like clockwork.
She'll meditate for an hour, then join us four for a nice baked ham dinner. We four who owe her so much. Correct, children?
But not even that bottle of instant amnesia in your hand can blot out the sound of his cane, can it, Bedelia? The cane. That was what finally drove you to it, wasn't it? The steady clack, clack, clack.
I want my cake, Bedelia! Where's my cake?
Of his cane on the arms of his wheelchair.
It's Father's Day! I want my cake!
Looks like Bedelia's getting just a teeny bit aggravated. Well, she's got a good reason. You see, kiddies, when Bedelia told her father she had gotten engaged, Nathan Grantham made a phone call and saw that Bedelia's beloved was welcomed into the family with a real bang. We know about these hunting accidents, don't we, kiddies? Well, so does Bedelia. She remembers the morgue, the stench of formalin, and the terrible question.
Can you identify this man as Peter Richard Yarbo, your fiancé?
Oh God, no!
Yes, kiddies. Bedelia surely does remember.
I want my cake, Bedelia! Where's my cake?
And while Nate never did get his cake on that Father's Day 7 years ago, he got one hell of a surprise. Right, kiddies?
Where's my Father's Day cake? I want it! I want... Bedelia! No! No! Happy Father's Day, Daddy! We'll have the cake later, okay? 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 You shouldn't have had Peter killed. But happy Father's Day anyway, Daddy. Happy...
And now, in the Grantham family graveyard.
Daddy, I'm so sorry, but you should have let me have Peter. You didn't have to have him killed. I still would have taken care of you.
Too late, Bedelia. It's starting to look as if Daddy will soon be taking care of you.
I just got so mad, you know? I think it was the sound of your cane. It got into my head and I couldn't think. And anyway, Daddy, I miss you. So happy Father's Day. Daddy?
Oh my God! Where's my cake, Bedelia? It's Father's Day and I want my cake! No! Stay back! You're dead! Dead! I want it. It's mine. Dead! Dead! Where's my Father's Day cake? I want my cake, you bitch, and I'm going to have it!
Meanwhile...
Shall I glaze the ham now, ma'am? You'd better wait another 5 minutes, Miss Danvers. She's late. Perhaps she's fallen asleep. Richard, you better go out and check. I don't want to go out there. Place gives me the creeps. I'll go, Aunt Sylvia. Would you, Henry? How sweet. Sweet my fanny. If I hadn't got out of there soon, I think I would have barfed.
That's right, Hank. Brown knows the old bag. Anything to worm your way into Aunt Sylvia's good graces.
Aunt Bedelia? Richard was right. It is creepy out here. Miss Grantham, are you? Huh? Bedelia's bottle. Empty. Right here at the foot of Nate's grave. Funny. The earth's all loose. Like it was dug up recently, or...
What? It has been dug up. I can't get my footing. Falling. Ah! Of all the fucking clumsy...
Better get out of there quick, Hank, baby. But what's that you're grabbing?
A brand new jacket, too. Gotta pull myself up out of...
Meet Aunt Bedelia, Hank. We knew you'd dig her up if you looked long enough, didn't we, kiddies?
Oh God, Bedelia! It's rolled on top of me. Can't move. What? The headstone. It moved. Oh God. It's tilting. It's gonna... Oh God. Good Lord, no! Nate, no!
Well, Hank didn't know that Aunt Bedelia's visit was going to become such a grave matter. In approaching the house, it looks like you just can't keep a hungry man down.
Where's my cake? Where is he? I'm hungry and I want my dinner. Richard, go find him.
You find him, he's your husband. Besides, I think he's a hick.
Richard!
Well, I do. He's a fucking hick. If you're going to use that sort of language, you'll have to excuse me. I'll find Henry. Miss Danvers, have you seen Miss It's Father's Day. And I want my cake. And I mean to have it. It's Father's Day.
Richard, did you?
Yes, it came from the kitchen. It's... Oh my God! It's Father's Day and I got my own cake. Happy Father's Day to me. Oh my Lord!
Now that's what I call a twist ending, eh, kiddies? Nate did all the twisting and Sylvia ended. Poor old girl just lost her head and went all to pieces. But the worst part came when old Nate blew out Cass and Richard's candles. Poof! But why hang around here while my next terror tale awaits?